Wake up, Jacob. Israelite Prepper here. Wanted to talk to you guys real quick because I had something said to me before, and I want to actually talk to the brothers. I want to talk to the brothers and the sisters. And what I want to talk to you about is this phrase. This phrase, um, "Take me as I am." Um, you gotta love me for me. And I'm not talking about that for the guys, right? I'm talking about that for the women, right? So Hebrew men have a particular standard. They have a particular standard. They know what they want in a wife, right? They know they want in a wife, and they know what's going to be the best type of person to help them in their vision. And so when you're courting, when you're looking for potentials to bring into your household, you want them obviously to be sisters in the faith and stuff like that. But a lot of times, you come out of the faith, and you may have friends who, the women, may have friends who are not in the faith. And so what they may hear, and I'm talking to both the men looking for potential and the women who are in the faith, but they may have some friends not in the faith. Shalom, shalom, humble homestead. And their advice might be, well, to the potential, the advice may be, well, he needs to love you like you are. Shalom, shalom, brother Lamar. He needs to love you how you are. He needs to take you as you are. He needs to love you for you, right? Now, that's advice out in the world, okay? Now, couple things. There's a couple problems that I have with this, and you guys let me know if I'm a little off or something like that. But there's a couple things with that. I don't like the statement, okay, like that. I don't like the statement, he needs to love you the way you are. He needs to take you as you are, things like that. I don't like the statement. But I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with it. Because I know what I need as far as a help me. I know what I need. Of course, in the Most High knows, what I need as a help me, right? And it's not that I don't like a person for who they are, but I am trying to investigate to see if there is a fit, okay, into the vision, to see if there's, something I can work with, does this person have gifts that I can use that's going to benefit the family as a whole, right? So I have an issue with that, right? And even women in the world who are not in the faith, they even have what's called standards, right? I mean, some of them are pretty low, but they do have a standard, right? So if I'm trying to date someone and I talk to a woman and I say to her, I say, okay, listen, just so you know, I'm not that big into working, but I can help you around the house. I could help you take care of your pets. I can maybe clean a little bit or whatever, but as long as it doesn't get in the way of my Xbox time. How do you think this woman would receive that if I'm trying to date a woman like that, right? Or if I was a heavy smoker, right? I smoke like a chimney, right? Just cigarette after cigarette. Same thing, right? I play video games. I'm a heavy smoker, kind of lazy, don't really, and she didn't want me, right? So can I say, well, you need to take me as I am. You got to love me for me, right? See, so everyone has a standard, right? Now this being, Hebrew and having a vision and saying, hey, we're gonna come out of her, my people. We're out of here, okay? We're out of here. You already know some of the things that's gonna have to be done on a day-to-day basis. No time to be idle. You got to build gardens. You got to build your homestead. You got to build gardens. You got to take care of animals. You got to build all this stuff, especially when most of us were going out to a land with nothing on it. It's just land, right? You know all the work it's going to take. So you need particular giftings there, okay? Let's be, you got to be, healthy. You got to, for instance, You meet someone and they are on a plethora of medications, right? A plethora of medications. Now your heart goes out to them. You feel bad, you know. You want them to, you know, not have to be on there. But if someone has to take a bag full of medications all the time, it's going to be really hard for them to help you out in the field, to help you at the homestead, to help you raise the children, rear the children, and help you in the gardens, and help you do the things that need to be done on a day-to-day basis. You're not trying to marry a burden. You're not trying to marry a hindrance. You're not trying to marry someone you have to drag behind. No. Okay? Just like you're a Hebrew man, you're not trying to marry an unsubmissive woman. You don't have time for all the regular in the world relationship issues. You don't have time for that. It doesn't make sense. So you got to be really, really careful with someone who has the mindset of, well, he needs to just take me as I am. Because then that leads me to my next problem. The next problem is, what happened to assimilation? What do you mean, take me as I am? If I have to take you as you are, and that's the end of the story, there's no assimilation. There's no submission. There's none of that. Because the number one thing we need is assimilation. You know, the two becomes one. We're one in mind, one in vision, one in thought. We're one. We become one. It takes a little bit of time to get there, but we become one. So these are the things that really, it got me doing what I'm doing right now, scratching my head. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? So I'm gonna tell you sisters out there, if you have secular friends, understand that this lifestyle, this whole Hebrew way of doing things, is completely different than the secular. Completely different. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to get you guys on the next video. Israelite Prepper.